Attention, Mountaineer family. The commencement ceremony is about to begin. At this time, please locate the nearest emergency exit. Please silence your cell phones, tablets, and other electronic devices, and turn your attention to the outstanding students who are the focus of this day. This is their moment to shine, so please give them and their many accomplishments your full attention. Now, let's get ready to welcome our graduates.
For 154 years, West Virginia University has been graduating talented leaders who make our world a better place. Today, we celebrate the May 2024 graduates who continue that legacy. Please welcome the West Virginia University Davis College of Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Design candidates for graduation. And now please welcome members of the Platform Party. Dean Darrell W. Donahue, Davis College of Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Design. Peter Butler, Director of the School of Design and Community Development. Sven Verlinden, Director of the Division of Plant and Soil Sciences. Chris Ashwell, Director of the Division of Animal and Nutritional Sciences. Alan Collins, Director of the Divisions of Resource, Economics and Management, and Forestry and Natural Resources. Tanya Willis Miller, Chair of the university's Board of Governors. Frankie Tack, the outgoing Faculty Senate Chair. Misha Ford, Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Jason Hubbard, Associate Dean of Research. Jorge Atiles, Dean of Extension and Engagement. Autumn Toombs Cypre, Dean of the College of Applied Human Sciences. Chad Proudfoot, University Marshal, carrying the University Mace. And Provost of West Virginia University, Marianne Reed. Please rise now for our national anthem and remain standing for our alma mater.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Sing we of thy honor, everlasting through thy years. Alma, our alma mater, we pledge in song to you. Hail, all hail our alma mater, West Virginia.
You may be seated. Please welcome Davis College Dean Darrell Donahue.
Today is the day. Family and friends, faculty and staff have gathered here to honor you and your hard work and the result of it. Today is your day. I'm always proud of students who work hard, stay the course, and make it to such an occasion as this. However, y'all are an exception. Because your course was constantly changing, I'm exceptionally proud of you. Before I go on, let me offer my deepest congratulations for an education and a future well earned. May this be the beginning of many joys to come. Now, I won't preclude you from the traditions of the day for too long. I just have a couple sentiments to leave with you before we walk across the stage as the last graduates of West Virginia University Davis College of Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Design. Yours was a class that for many of you began making decisions and planning pursuing higher education in the spring of 2020, or at least trying to. None of us could have predicted what would come just a few months into 2020. Your plans were stalled, likely upended, and the future was very uncertain. However, with grit and determination and a desire for education, you made it to your first semester in the fall of 2020. That semester was a one for the books. I doubt that many of us will look back on 2020 and the years immediately following with much fondness. Although it was difficult, I believe your college years may have prepared you better for life than it had gone as it planned. I can only hope there will be no more worldwide upsets in the near future, but it's important for you to know that personal upsets are practically a guarantee. Alice Walker, the author of Color Purple and many amazing works, is credited with saying, "In nature, nothing is perfect, and everything is perfect. Trees can be contorted, bent in weird ways, and they're still beautiful. Life will not go the way you planned. Even events that should unfold as they always have, such as graduating high school, getting a college education, can be bent and contorted. Just like the trees that cover West Virginia, their misshapen appearances don't detract from the forest, they enhance it. For all the resilience and perseverance the COVID-19 pandemic brought out in you, I contend that it was not merely a detriment. It was preparatory. It was a readying force that not only brought you to where you are today, but created a well of strength that you will take with you into the future. I impress upon you to remember those years. Remember 2020. Remember those hardships and setbacks. Though these are aspects of life many of us would prefer to forget, it is necessary for your future success. When a facet of your life is contorting you and it feels as though you're bending so much you might break, know that you will get through. You've done it before. Not only that, but you will be able to look back and see what you came through and stand proud, bent branches and all. I hope you take time to reflect on all that you endured to get you to this day. The person you have become through such difficulties, like the trees, are still beautiful, and even more so. I say all that to tell you how honored I am to usher this class to the weather that all of life will bring. Sunny days, gentle breezes, heavy rains that fill our rivers and streams, and even those strong winds that bend the trees. You know, they somehow never look weathered. Alice was right. Their imperfections is perfection. They're exactly as they are meant to be. They make the forest all that it is. Now, before I step back and prepare to present you with your diplomas, allow me just a little bit of indulgence, taking one last look at you. It's strange, I don't see Davis College students or even graduates. I see a beautiful forest. Congratulations to the class and to the forest of 2024.
I will now invite Provost Marianne Reed and Dean Donahue to greet the graduates. Would the faculty marshal please bring the candidates for doctorates forward, and please hold your applause until all of the candidates have been recognized. Provost Reed and Dean Donahue, these are the students who fulfill the requirements for graduation from the Davis College of Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Design of West Virginia University. Kelsey Bentley. Oluwatwin Adebisi. Damalola Fasinyu. Oluwafuke Alofushao. Cheyenne Smith. Jeff Walkup. We now move to master's degree candidates. Courtney Christopher. Matab Masoudi Nejad. Meadow Richards. Hannah Tendleton. Emily Treon. Kirsten Cordy. Cassandra Stewart. Kelly Amos. Dawn Bartram. Kenzie Coors. Micah Keck. Alex Smith. Tristan leaders. Savannah Mead. Maram Mushmush. Carmelyn Fitz. Hayden Foster. Ian Israelson. Tara McNabb. Lillian Oles. Jamie Baker. Allison Beard. Samuel Hesberg. And now students in multidisciplinary studies. Colton Kelly. Jane Peterson. And now the bachelor's degree in animal and nutritional sciences. Ella Adams. Jackson Beechler. Gavin Bradley, cum laude. Emily Brannon, cum laude. Mitchell Brown, magna cum laude. Evelyn Campos Munoz. Leanne Carrico. Jasmine Cart. Ellen Collins. Virginia Cook, cum laude. Emily Dugan. Angela Faga, summa cum laude. Summa cum laude. Sabrina Gorby, summa cum laude. Benjamin Gruber. Kylie Gershio, magna cum laude. Madison Gummany. Hattie Hall. Caitlin Howley, cum laude. Kaya Hill. Madison Hasselfluck. Sarah James, cum laude. Jessica Jasinski. Evelyn Jones, cum laude. Rhiannon Kristen. Aaron Carnes, magna cum laude. Morgan Kennedy, cum laude. Brooklyn Laws. Abigail Legg. cum laude. Chelsea McCormick. Trinity Mendoza. Avery Messinger, magna cum laude. Aubrey Miller. Mauricio Munoz Ortiz. Jasmine Naylor. Jacob Odell, cum laude. Aaron Phillips. Jocelyn Pilkerton, magna cum laude. Lucy Powers, summa cum laude. Jenna Risk. Allison Robinette. Aljanae Scales. Phineas Shannon. Courtney Sizemore. Claire Snyder. Haley Turnett, summa cum laude. Rebecca Waldron, cum laude. Shelby Ward. Bethany Weaver. Rachel Widmeyer, cum laude. Kayla Zimmerman, summa cum laude. Biochemistry. Caitlin Christ, summa cum laude. Sophia Crowder, summa cum laude. Makati Denjen. Kazar Dominguez, summa cum laude. Amber Eason. Allison Elliott, magna cum laude. Morgan Hegenbu. Caleb Holbert, summa cum laude. Markayla King. Carly Long. Troy Paranish, cum laude. Abby Reardon, magna cum laude. Chelsea Richards. Andrew Schoner, summa cum laude. Taylor Smith, summa cum laude. Gianna Trapletti. And now the graduates in Human Nutrition and Foods. Allison Brothers, summa cum laude. Farah Chinaki, magna cum laude. Kara Gettings, cum laude. India Grubbs. Haley Ireland, cum laude. Maria Kaler, magna cum laude. McKenna Killian, summa cum laude. Luna Martin, summa cum laude. Haley Parker, magna cum laude. Corey Phillips. Brooke Roadman, summa cum laude. Savannah Sikoski, cum laude. Ruby Stack. Marissa Stewart, magna cum laude. Jessica Steitley. Amalia Cepas. Now we have the graduates in environmental microbiology. Edwin Emery. Evelise Gracia. Now the graduates in environmental, soil, and water sciences. Robert Almer. Henry Dean. Kira Rain Dukic, summa cum laude. Louis Brady. Olivia Keenley. Alexander Lawson. Alexander is graduating summa cum laude, also with a bachelor's degree in environmental, soil and water sciences, plus wildlife and fisheries resources. Devin McCowan. Jolie Blair Mojo. Lauren Ridgway, magna cum laude. Margaret Sullivan. Maxwell Turnwald, summa cum laude. Ethan Weimer. And now the graduates in horticulture. Harley Check. Liam Fauner. Nat Jiho, magna cum laude. Nicholas Horgan. Jillian Kisner, magna cum laude. Emily Pingley. Benjamin Sobey. McKenna Tressler, magna cum laude. Damian Wilmer. Luke Wilson. And now the graduates in sustainable food and farming. Isabel Michael. Now the graduates in agriculture extension education. Nathan Edelman. Lucas Moreland, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Wolf, summa cum laude. Now the graduates in Child Development and Family Studies. Scarlett Sanchez. Now the graduates in Design Studies. Madeline Brown. Lindsay Busby, magna cum laude. Amanda Espasa. Olivia Gold. Andrew Liu, magna cum laude. Deshaun Love. Kennedy Masood, cum laude. Now the graduates in Environmental and Community Planning. Kylie Blackburn, summa cum laude. Now the graduates in Fashion, Dress, and Merchandising. Daphne Carroll, summa cum laude. Mia Crawford. Peyton Downey. Carrington Doyle, summa cum laude. Alexandra Dicta. Abigail George, magna cum laude. Kelly Fernandez. Chelsea Hidalgo. Olivia Husek, cum laude. Drew Johnson. Sophie Lewis, magna cum laude. Gia Marshall, magna cum laude. James McKay, summa cum laude. Clara Moore, cum laude. Bridget O'Kane. Ariana Peretti, cum laude. Casey Smith, cum laude. Gabriella Stone, cum laude. Allie Walsh. Elena Waterick, magna cum laude. Now the candidates for graduation in Interior Architecture. Rachel Allen, summa cum laude. Nicholas Bartnick, summa cum laude. Corinne Bryan, summa cum laude. Rachel Irwin, summa cum laude. Jordan Luckap. Andrew Lowry, cum laude. Chloe Mansheim. Taylor Newton, cum laude. McKenna Quinn, cum laude. Kaylee Schaefer, summa cum laude. Liliana Snyder. Mia Villavicencio, summa cum laude. Now the graduates in Landscape Architecture. Madison Brown. Emily Bryant, summa cum laude. Matthew Hobson. Summa cum laude. Belle is graduating with 2 degrees, a Bachelor's of Landscape Architecture and a Bachelor's of Multidisciplinary Studies. Logan Janae Paxton. Brandon Perdue. Evan Rizecki, magna cum laude. Luke Streeter, cum laude. Hayden Swain, magna cum laude. Now the graduates in Sustainable Design and Development. Andrea Konchesky. Now the graduates in Energy Land Management. Jason Bennett. Matthew Klingenpeel. Chase Dunbar. Daniel Fay, cum laude. Chris Gillette. Colton Hoffman. Austin Isaacs. Ryan Latty, cum laude. Trevor McFadden, cum laude. Robert Sparks, magna cum laude. Joshua Stroud. Duncan Troy, cum laude. Wilson Zembo. Now the graduates in Forest Resources Management. Thomas Black, cum laude. Thomas is graduating with a dual degree, Forest Resource Management and Wood Science and Technology. Austin Brown, cum laude. Nathan Dingus. Rachel Hartline. Dylan Lang. Riley Pierce, summa cum laude. Jacob Smith. Hayden Thomas. Now the graduates in Recreation, Parks, and Tourism Resources. Bradley Acton. Allison Sias. Carson Watts. Now the graduates in Wildlife and Fisheries Resources. Corey Ashby. Rachel Ball, cum laude. Alexander Bell. Catherine Benson, cum laude. Kinsley Brown, cum laude. Daniel Bryan, cum laude. Cameron Buck, magna cum laude. Noah Byrne, magna cum laude. Mia Calhoun. Mark Cicero. Roger Clutter. Cameron Conto. Aaron Driehaus. Cassandra Fink, summa cum laude. Kaylee Ferrero. Lauren Filecki. Abigail Furlow. Riley Goodwin, magna cum laude. Austin Handley, cum laude. Christian Harris. Emily Henderson, summa cum laude. Caitlin Hodorowski. Charity Knott, summa cum laude. Marley Kuhn, magna cum laude. Sydney Lopez. Sydney Michon, magna cum laude. Bryce McClung, magna cum laude. Braden Meyer. Grant Mitrovich, cum laude. Kayla Ferris. Colton Plum, magna cum laude. Emily Schubert. Thomas Sense, magna cum laude. Lee Shaw, magna cum laude. Sabrina Segan, magna cum laude. Marcus Seitz. Benjamin Steinheimer. Ella Tierney. Andrew Wade, magna cum laude. Trevor Wise. Now the candidates for Wood Science and Technology. Jacob Tripp. Now the candidates for Agribusiness Management. Ryan Bollinger. Lance Bumbu, summa cum laude. William Charnock. Hayden Demnack. Barbara Fairbanks. Megan Hoffman. Cesare Jennings. Abigail McAleer. Caitlin Miller. Sarah Morrison, cum laude. Jaden Mangaluzzi, cum laude. Jessica Tennant. Benjamin Ullery. Tobias Unger, summa cum laude. Sydney Walker, magna cum laude. Brian Wathen. Now the graduates in Environmental and Energy Resources Management. Jillian Blair, summa cum laude. Declan Condon. Chase Klein. Dylan Deuceman, summa cum laude. Caroline Elizabeth Greenleaf. Reagan Jackson, magna cum laude. Carson McGee, magna cum laude. Zane Henn. Aiden Harry. Racel Velarde. Zachary Ziegler. Now the graduates in Environmental and Natural Resource Economics. Abigail Blake, cum laude. Chase Ella. Provost Reed, this concludes the presentation of the candidates for graduation.
Good afternoon. Best day ever. It is so exciting to be here today to celebrate you, our May 2024 WVU Davis College of Agriculture, Natural Resources and Designs graduates. Today, each of you stands on the cusp of your future, ready to embark on a new journey, one that will take you farther than you could ever imagine. You're probably excited right now and maybe a little scared, but don't let the fear of the unknown paralyze you. Get started, get moving, take chances, and if you hit a roadblock, be willing to change course and find another way. And remember, there is always another way. Be confident in who you are and the strength that lies within. You have already met and overcome so many challenges, including a global pandemic. Your experience has made you resilient and adaptive and has strengthened your resolve. You've shown grit in the face of adversity. But I hope that you have also gained empathy, realizing how important it is to be kind to yourself and others who may also be struggling. Life can be hard, but it can be an absolute joy, especially when you make connections, open your hearts to others, and find purpose and meaning in your work. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. There will be a lot to see and experience along the way. So be present, pay attention, and savor moments of celebration just like this one. Like the spring wildflowers that dot our fields and edge our forests, these moments are beautiful and ephemeral. They make wonderful memories that you can draw strength from whenever the road becomes too hard to navigate or you feel lost. But have no fear. You are ready and well-equipped to drive into your future. Your WVU degree will open doors for you and provide a strong foundation for building a successful career and a happy life. And you know who else provided a strong foundation for you? Your parents and your family members who have been there and supported you every step of the way. And can we just take a moment and ask our parents and family members to stand up so we can congratulate you? And one other group I want to acknowledge today, and those are the faculty who have guided you, mentored you, maybe pushed you a little bit at times. They have been here for you every step of your academic journey. And I'd like to ask the faculty who are on the platform and who are with our graduates to please stand so we can acknowledge you. All right, soon-to-be graduates, you will need to wear your gold and blue with pride. And just know that we couldn't be any prouder of you. We've enjoyed our time with you, and we will miss you terribly. But remember, no matter how far you roam, you will always have a place at West Virginia University. We remain your home among the hills. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Will the degree candidates from the Davis College of Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Design please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the West Virginia University Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. As West Virginia University's newest graduates, you may move your tassels to the left side of your cap as a symbol of your achievement. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Graduates, university marshals will release you in an orderly manner after the platform party exits the floor. We now invite everyone to join the class of 2024 in the singing of Country Roads.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, mist to taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads, take me home.